Episode 31, Ridiculous Fashion Faux Pas.
So, have you guys seen some of these ridiculous fashion trends lately? I mean, who comes up with this stuff? It's like they're playing a game of how can we make people look the most ridiculous? And unfortunately, some people actually fall for it. Like, have you seen those oversized sunglasses that cover half your face? It's like, hey, do you want to look like a bug? Here, wear these. And then there are those shoes with the super thick soles that make you look like you're walking on stilts. I mean, I get it if you're trying to see over people's heads at a concert, but for everyday wear? Come on. And let's not forget about the infamous dad bod trend. You know, the one where you purposely wear clothes that are too tight or too small, just to make it look like you have a gut? I mean, I've had a dad bod for years, and I didn't even realize it was fashionable. But the fashion faux pas don't stop there. Remember those super low-rise jeans from the early 2000s? I don't know who thought it was a good idea to have your pants resting below your hip bones, but I'm pretty sure they're no longer in the fashion industry. And don't even get me started on those snuggies or onesies that make you look like a giant toddler. But honestly, the worst fashion faux pas of all is when people wear clothes that don't fit them properly. I mean, if your shirt is so tight that it looks like it's about to rip, or if your pants are so baggy that you could smuggle a family of raccoons in there, it's time to reassess your wardrobe. In conclusion, fashion can be a tricky thing. But as long as we avoid the ridiculous trends and stick to what makes us feel comfortable and confident, we'll be just fine. And hey, if all else fails, just wear a t-shirt with a funny slogan on it. That never goes out of style. Have you ever looked at some of the fashion trends out there and just thought, what the heck were they thinking? I mean, there are some truly ridiculous things going on in the fashion world these days. For example, have you seen those jeans with the clear plastic panels on the knees? I mean, I get that some people want to show off their knees, but why do they need to be in a little plastic window? And don't even get me started on the dad bod swimsuit trend. I mean, it's great to celebrate all body types, but do we really need to be wearing swimsuits that look like they were stolen from our dad's closets? I don't know about you, but I don't want to be mistaken for a middle-aged man while I'm lounging by the pool. And then there are the faux pas. Like, who decided that socks with sandals were a good idea? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a look reserved exclusively for tourists and grandpas. And don't even get me started on the people who wear sunglasses indoors. I mean, unless you're a rock star or you have a medical condition that requires you to protect your eyes from bright lights, there's really no excuse for that kind of behavior. Personally, I've had my fair share of fashion faux pas. One time, I accidentally wore two different shoes to work. I didn't realize it until I was already on the train, and by that point, it was too late to go back and change. So, I just had to walk around all day pretending like I was starting a new fashion trend. Spoiler alert, I wasn't. In conclusion, fashion is a strange and unpredictable world. Whether it's ridiculous trends or embarrassing faux pas, we've all been there. But hey, as long as we're having fun and feeling confident in our own skin, that's really all that matters. Fashion can be a tricky subject. One day you're in, the next day you're out. And sometimes, what's considered in is just downright ridiculous. For example, have you seen those clear plastic boots that are all the rage right now? Who thought it was a good idea to make a shoe that shows off your sweaty, stinky feet to the world? And don't even get me started on Crocs. I mean, I know they're comfortable and all, but wearing those things out in public is basically admitting that you've given up on life. And what about those high-waisted mom jeans that seem to be making a comeback? I'm sorry, but unless you're an actual mom from the 80s, you have no business wearing those. And don't even get me started on those ripped jeans that cost more than a month's rent. If I wanted to look like I just got into a fight with a pack of wolves, I'd go hang out in the woods for a few hours. But you know what's even worse than ridiculous fashion trends? Fashion faux pas. We've all been there. You think you're looking fly in your new outfit, only to realize halfway through the day that you've been walking around with your shirt on backwards. Or maybe you're wearing a skirt that's just a little too short, and suddenly you're giving the world a free show every time you bend over. And don't even get me started on wardrobe malfunctions. I once went on a date and didn't realize until halfway through the night that my dress was tucked into my underwear. Needless to say, there was no second date. In conclusion, fashion is a tricky thing. But whether you're rocking the latest trend or committing a fashion faux pas, just remember, at least you're not wearing a clear plastic boot.
And that wraps up another laughter-filled episode of Not So Funny A. If you enjoyed the jokes generated by our AI algorithms, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our comedy-loving community.